What's up, amigos? Here we are back once again in Studio Land with Dan and Sean for another episode of Ist It Shit? And all I could see are the words curve bender.
I'm saying nothing.
Go on, Sean, what we're looking at?
This is the SOFTUBE Chandler Zener, I think it's pronounced, Zener Bender. And it's basically two products that have been stuck together. So Chandler make two pieces of hardware based on the old EMI hardware from Abbey Road. So there was the Zener limiter made by Chandler, which is the top half. And there was the Chandler curve bender, which is the bottom half, which is the mastering EQ, which I think was taken out of the EMI desk, which was the TG12345, I think.
Crikey.
Anyway, so they've taken these two pieces of hardware, which they've already modelled.
Yep.
They are available as separate plugins.
Wonderful.
They've slapped them together.
Yeah.
And we have the Chandler Zener Bender.
Okay.
Which is basically a one-stop sort of
shop for
stereo bus compressor EQ situation.
Good Lord.
Maybe mastering, you know. So yeah, there you go. So basically we're dealing with a 4-band EQ, the curve bender section, and a limiter. That's basically what it is. It's modelled on that Chandler sound, which is very just full of harmonics, beautiful sounding analog gear. The originals, I haven't used the curve bender. I have used the Zener limiter. It's a beautiful sounding piece of gear. So yeah, sticking them both together, very cool. It lets you swap the order of them. There's a button where you can have the EQ first or EQ second. Yeah. You can put it into mid-side mode, right? Which you can't do on the original desk, and I don't think you can do on the hardware. I don't remember that having mid-side.
Can you do it on the original two plugins?
Do you know what? I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I keep trying not to ask you questions that you don't know the answer to.
Well, I haven't reviewed it with the original two plugins.
No. Do you own them?
No. No, we'll come to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 4-band EQ, filters, and a very nice, very valvey sounding limiter.
Cool.
What do you want to know?
Don't know. Tell me something. What's the demo?
So SOFTUBE do 20-day demos. Okay. But they are full demos.
Full working demos.
You have to download SOFTUBE Central, which is a little app, which that's fine. It's quite efficient.
Would you have this on your stereo bus if you were just sort of doing a mix? Would you mix into this, or is it something that you'd use just once you'd done your mix and you were mastering?
That depends on what kind of engineer you are. Engineer you are, Dan. I think some people would absolutely mix into this. I think others would absolutely not pull it out until the track is finished and you use this in the mastering stage.
Don't pull out your curve bender.
Don't pull out your curve bender until you know you need it. It's a beautiful sounding EQ. It really is. It's really strange. I like it. I think it sounds great, but I don't think I would use it.
What? Because why?
Just because
how much it costs.
That is an issue. But no, I have other tools which I prefer.
Yeah. Mainly
because the EQ, although it's great and very creative, I use a different kind of EQ on the master bus, and when I'm mastering, I use a different kind of EQ.
Yeah.
I very much would be interested in owning the hardware version of the limiter.
Yeah.
But I don't. Realistically, would I spend that kind of money? No. And do I need the software version of it? Probably not. I'm just using other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like my Gain Lab Dictator. If I'm going to stay in the box, I've got other things which I would
looks
use.
really quite complex as well.
I mean, it's a very faithful reproduction of the hardware.
Original, yeah. We talked about this before, haven't we? About the GUI on these things, Yeah. Because it, it looks cool.
It does.
But I just, if you're mixing away, late at night, you just all these little switches at the bottom and the. It's different when it's this big and you're cranking.
Oh, you have to get to know it. This isn't one of those ones you can suddenly throw in and use if you've never used it before.
No.
Like most of the SOFTUBE stuff, it's got the extra stuff. So if you click a button, these meters left and right appear. There's also another one you can click that gives you some stuff at the bottom, and it's just like mix control, stuff like that, oversampling.
So we've done the demo. We know that's 20 days.
Yes.
And once the demo expires, Shawnee V.
Yeah.
What's the damage to the old walletti?
The full price of this is €549.
Is that all?
That's all, mate.
I'll have one from your left and my right.
€549 for a plug-in. I mean, damn. I know the hardware sounds great and is priceless pretty much, but €549. I think that's taking the piss territory.
Wow.
It is. That's crazy money. You know, the sale price is $219. That's a bit more like it.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot of money.
Is it going to impact your judgment?
The price?
Yeah. Because I know recently some of your reviews, you've taken the price into account.
I mean, I think you do have to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that this is shit, because it's not shit. It's good.
It's just expensive.
It doesn't fit into my workflow, and I wouldn't be paying €549. That's crazy.
You'd either have to be making a lot of money through doing what you're doing, or really want it.
For me, it's a character piece. You know, something like, you know, we've looked at the Relab Masalek MEA2. That is a very transparent EQ. It's a mastering EQ from the point of view in that it's not imparting any color. It's just letting you do some very detailed work very well and very subtly. This isn't that. No. This is the opposite to that.
Right.
This has huge amounts of color, which you know if you need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think most people are getting that part earlier on in the signal chain these days. People are using channel strips with you know, harmonics and stuff, compressors with harmonics. You're then going to whack it through this at the master stage. I think it's too much for me, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh well, very broad-ranging and in-depth. So I'm intrigued with what I know what you're probably going to say, because Sean, the curvy bender,
the SOFTUBE Chandler Zener bender,
is it shit?
Do you know what I'm going to go with? It's a little bit shit.
A little bit shit.
Based on the price. I don't think you can charge €549 for a plugin.
No.
I make a suite of plugins, or a plugin that does loads of different things.
Yeah.
This is just a limiter and EQ, and it's good and it's modelled on something amazing. I get that, but come on.
$549. Yep.
That's more than a door costs.
Yes. Well, I'm sure the comments will be alight with feedback.
That's fine, as long as it's all good. Look, people are going to disagree. Some people are going to love this.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Rich people.
So,
please like the video, even if you do disagree, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out.
It absolutely does. We also have an Instagram, which is Studio Life 101, and we have a Patreon, and there's a merch stand and a whole bunch of other stuff, and the links are down there.
Until next time, we'll see you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.